Hi guys, it's me. So today we're going to make some really fun bookmarks. Sorry for the mess over here, but we're going to use all these goodies. So what you're going to need for this is a piece of watercolor paper. I cut it down to the size of my bookmarks that I'm going to make. And actually I got a pack that was already ready made. So I will link that below if you want to buy them. I'm not the best at cutting straight, so I do just order them online. They're already cut and it's really nice paper. So that's how they come. You could also do this on cardstock too. You just want kind of a thicker paper. So what we're going to use is these handmade papers. I love handmade papers. I have a ton of scraps from projects that I've done. So we're going to use those to make just the most beautiful bookmarks that you will truly love and that you can use for so many fun things. And I actually have a demo here somewhere. It should be close. Well, we'll look for it when we can, but we'll get started. Okay, so you're just going to need your handmade papers. I really love using these handmade papers because they have so much texture and interest, and I'll show you. So this is one that I made. They're very, very pretty and very, very easy to make. And then this is actually some type of fiber that's really cute. So that's what we're going to use. So what you're going to do is just cut off strips of your handmade paper. I will link below to where I get my handmade paper. And there's just so many things that you can do with this paper. Like I made decoupage tables. I've done cards with it. There's just a ton of things that you can do with handmade paper. And I love it because it has so much texture and it's such a beautiful like medium to use. So we are going to add that. So you're just cutting out strips. They don't have to be straight. I don't want you to overthink it, right? So you're just going to kind of lay them out and just kind of, I kind of like to mix kind of neutral colors with the really big pops of color. That's just my personal kind of preference. This is the Momi paper, which I love. There's so many, it has that beautiful metallic inside that's marbled on it. And the paper is just gorgeous. It's so fun to use. So we can put that there. And I'm just doing color, you know, different colors basically, but you could do this however you like. You could do something different if you wanted. Okay. And then this is really textured white paper. I made a decoupage table for my mom's living room with this paper, and it's gorgeous. And I try to do like 2 of each kind. I think that's good for now. We could use this really bold like blue color if we want to. I'll just cut it out and we'll see. Might not use it. It might be too much, but we'll see. Very good. Okay, so now you need something to glue it down with. I'm going to use my DecoArt Decoupage glue. This is a glue and a sealer and a finisher, and it works really, really well. It doesn't make things sticky. I'm using the gloss, so I will put a link to this. So again, it's DecoArt's Americana Decoupage glue and sealer. It's really awesome. I love it. It's definitely my favorite. And then I just have a paintbrush here to use. All right, and you're just going to go right on the edge here. Oops, and you might want to clear some things out, which I'm not so good at sometimes, and you're just going to glue this strip down. It's okay if it hangs over the edge a little bit. Oops. And some of these papers do have dye in them, so you kind of want to be careful of that too. Like I probably should have cleaned off my brush. I just did a pink one, so you can tell the pink, but that's okay. We're good. And then you just go right up against the next one. We'll add another piece here. Or I think that's like too clashy. So maybe let's put like a piece of this paper, the beautiful texture one. And you can make the strips as thin or as thick as you want. Just heard a noise, a funny noise. My nephew loves to scare me, so yeah. So he might be crawling around. He thinks it's so funny, like when I scream. Like one time he put out this like dog, but it looks like a real dog. So I was coming out of the restroom. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I was coming out of the restroom and you know, I had to wash my hands and stuff, and then there was this dog in the hallway, and this dog looks totally real. Like, it's hard to tell. And I was like, my first reaction was that I ran back in the bathroom and I totally fell on the toilet. Oh my gosh, she was laughing so hard. He just does the worst pranks to me. It's bad. And as you see, apparently I have no sense of embarrassment because I'm telling you this on YouTube, which is probably a little crazy, but it was pretty funny. We laugh about it. He's a total prankster. We'll kind of glue that down. And then we can grab some more of the decoupage glue. Just like that. And we'll add another piece of that beautiful paper. And you do get like strings and strips and all that kind of stuff when you're gluing it down. So then let's do another strip of the momi paper. So we'll glue that down like so. That's just such a beautiful paper. You do want to add quite a bit of glue. Sometimes I'm not good at doing that. Okay, and then let's grab another strip. Maybe let's do some white to kind of break it apart a little bit. And you do want to use neutrals because that does help to break things up a bit. And I'm going under and over. If you've never used like decoupage glue, I know that can be a little bit interesting to know. My students always ask me like, how do you use it? So, very good. I kind of like that. I'm looking through the camera, but I think I like that, or do I want a textured piece? Maybe let's do another textured piece. Yeah, I think I want it. I just love this stuff. It's so pretty and textured. So we'll use this next. And these people that make this handmade paper, I mean, they are artists because it's so beautiful and delicate, some of the patterns. It's just beautiful. I just love it. And then it's so nice to support people that, you know, make beautiful paper, you know, because it is definitely a lost art, you know, and a lot of those people are from India and from Nepal and all those kind of places. So it's nice to support just small businesses, you know, that just, it's their family business. They've been doing it for generations. It's just making handmade paper. So I always feel good when I use a product like this. You know, makes me happy. Instead of, you know, using something else, like big scrapbooking companies, you know, that make tons and tons of money, you know, and they should. They make beautiful papers, but this is just even, I think it's even more beautiful. And I just love using it. So I see here that I didn't have enough for that piece of paper. So this is so thin and delicate that I can just layer it right on top, just like that. So that looks awesome. You're just gonna set these aside to dry. Just let it completely dry. We could even do another one, but maybe I won't make this one so long, but I did. I'll show you really quick. So I cut out some beautiful copper colors that will make a beautiful bookmark too. Again, lacy paper, mulberry paper, this gorgeous paper that's a little bit iridescent and gorgeous, and it has beautiful texture. So I'm totally going to make this color one too. So I'll just kind of put that over there. Okay. And I did one for us before, so it's this pretty pink one. So we're just going to trim it off, and I'll just save these in a special like Ziploc bag just for this kind of project. I'll sell these at craft shows, and they will definitely get used and loved by people. And I will probably paint the back, but I will not do that on camera. So we're going to go ahead and just trim it down. It's kind of good if you cut at an angle, and these papers can be a little bit difficult to cut through. So just be patient, take your time. And if you wanted to, you could just do a whole sheet of like watercolor paper in the same style that I did. And then, you know, you could just cut them down to the size of bookmarks, and that would work too. So they're so pretty. Look at all that color and texture and beauty. Okay, and then I'm going to take my big guy here and we're going to make a hole. So I can't make a straight hole to save my life. Normally I eyeball it, but since I'm probably going to be selling these, I want to make sure that it's a little bit right. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like to just make a mark just to kind of remind me, and so I know kind of the distance. So I just took my white pen, and that looks about even. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. I'm just going to put it to the biggest size punch that it has. We're going to go right through. Just kind of see here. I'll put it a little bit more down. I do it about, I don't know, maybe about a half of an inch from the edge, just like that. And it's totally off. Like totally off, but that's okay. I'm going to show you anyway. That one I'll just keep for myself. And then you're just going to get some fibers. I love the fibers because I think they kind of go with the vibe of this kind of project. You're just going to take them, actually, and I think that was that the biggest hole that I could get? Actually, that was the smallest one. So we might be able to fix this. Let's go back even more here. There we go. That's what I wanted. And it looks like it's more to the left side, so we'll just go, we'll make it a bigger hole. That's all right. Okay, and then you can use an eyelet, which I am going to do. Here's my little jar of eyelets. So I'm just going to get one that matches the color. So just got a pink one, plain pink, like oval shaped one. Just like that. Put that in there. All right, and I punch the hole first. And then you just stick the eyelet right in there, like so. It's totally off, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. Maybe we'll put it the other way, like that. Very good. Okay, and then we'll stick this right on top like so. And we'll bring it forward. That would be helpful. Very good. So it's on the right placement. Sorry, I know you can't see this part, but there are lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to use these big bites. And I did. They're expensive. I think this one was like $30, but I used a 40% off coupon and I saved up for it. So, but I will also put a link to this. But it does make your life a lot easier when you're doing eyelets sometimes, when they're not funny shaped ones like this one. Very good. You just press it and it seals it on the back. Very, very easy. And it just gives it a more elegant look, I think. So then let's take our fibers. And I love fibers. I get them usually at the thrift store. I just wash them and then you can use them in your projects. But lots of crafters buy, especially crocheters, they buy these very trendy kind of fibers and then they don't use all of it. And it just sits in their stash. So the first thing they do is donate them, which is awesome for me because I get to use them in all my mixed media projects. And you just kind of make a loop, pull it through, stick it through the loop. Yeah, and it looks very, very cute. I love it. So these are such fun, beautiful bookmarks to make. Let's make the blue one quickly. I was trying to make this short, but you guys, it just never happens. I just make long videos. I just have to accept that about myself. Okay, we'll just trim off the edges there, like that. And we'll trim off this one, like so. Just going to kind of trim them down a bit. And it looks so pretty. I just love these. I think they're really beautiful. And hopefully we can get this one a little straighter. I should probably measure. Actually, I'm going to break my rule and measure. Oh, because it is kind of annoying me if they're a little off. Okay, so this is about 2 inches. So I need to do 1 inch. So we can do it like right there. Oops, let's bring it down a little bit too. Very good. Just make like a little cross. And I should know where it goes. Okay, so let's stick that in there, put it to the right position. Wow. Oh, that's giving me so much resistance right now. We'll just put a hole in it. The big hole. There we go. That looks a little bit straighter. Yeah, that's about even, I think. Yeah, it's even. Okay, cool. Alrighty, and then we'll do we can do a blue, which I kind of love. So that's what we'll do. We'll do a blue one this time. And then I'm just gonna do eyelet setter. So we're gonna push it all the way to the back here. And there's a little kind of like metal component that you put it on and it just kind of floats around until you press it down. You just stick it through the hole and then go through there. Actually, this is a heart shape, so I should probably straighten it up a bit so it actually looks like a heart. It's pretty. Okay. Oops. Very good. And then we're just going to push it down. Very good. Goes right through. Then we can set it with. Then we can grab some more fibers, which I think I cut out some blue ones somewhere here. So there's like this. Those are like bluish green, which I think would be pretty, but I think I'm going to stick with like the baby blue colors. I think those are pretty. Kind of goes better with the, and it just gives it something a little bit extra, something a little bit more interesting. So I'll take it and head my toothpick, but you could use a piece of wire too. Or you could just give this span. Sometimes that works for me. We'll see how well it works. We'll just need, I usually do like 3 or 4 fibers. I mean, I don't go crazy. Just pretty. Just gorgeous. I just love these. I think they're really very, very beautiful. And they're so fun and simple to make. So I hope that you will make some of these fabulous bookmarks for all your friends and maybe to sell at craft shows. I think that they would totally be a hit. People love handmade papers and all that fun stuff. So hopefully I inspired you. Please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week for more videos. Have a great day. Bye-bye.